back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for the general collective, so whatever comes out. Let's call in spirit with some wind chime time. If you haven't seen my new setup, I just posted a video that introduces it to you. I hope I'm not disappointing any of you by having the wind chimes off the screen here for you, but wanted to make sure you guys could see what I actually pull on the board here for you a little bit more easily. So yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Let's get started. We're going to pull one energy oracle card to start off and see what the underlying energy is for the message today. Ooh, interesting. So we have community coming out. I feel like whoever I'm reading for, you have done something that has caught the attention of at least a small group of friends, if not like a larger community, like, you know, a small town or a workplace, something like that. But with this card coming out as the underlying energy, I feel like there's maybe a conversation that is happening among more people than need to be involved, right? Like too many cooks in the kitchen. Especially because the look on this chick's face is like resting bitch style, you know? This is number 7 though, so I feel like there could be maybe some envy or some sneaking around going on in this community. I think we're going to start with the Marigold Tarot for you. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. And Ten of Swords in the reverse. I feel like what we're dealing with here is a partnership or friendship or even a relationship where somebody was maybe a little bit more compassionate or genuine or honest than the other person. And it's caused some issues in terms of being able to, I mean, like they're not even seeing eye to eye, right? So there may have been some really good times or conversations that were also punctuated by arguments or kind of like shocking, disappointing behavior, right? Like, I didn't think you would do that. And then with the Ten of Swords, we have one sword that is going all the way through, and it looks pretty fatal, right? I mean, that's what the Ten of Swords is. It's the betrayal that is generally looked at as like the last straw, right? The nail in the coffin kind of thing. I feel like there was external influence from a group of friends or a community that caused somebody to act in a situation that was not like aligned with how they actually felt, but more so just kind of like, you know, what the buddies would expect of you or what they would do, right? So we have the World and the Three of Rings. In the Marigold Tarot, this would be the Three of Pentacles, by the way. And the Three of Pentacles is a card that can talk about collaboration, working together, building something. It can also mean like teaming up on someone. Do you see how we have a flower in one of the circles, one of the rings, and it just so happens to be like right in the grip of the hand? And there's something menacing about the way that this hand is holding on to this flower. Like somebody wanted to influence another individual to basically stamp out a promising partnership or relationship because it didn't serve this third party, this other person. There was intent to end a situation with the world here. And Queen of Cups in the reverse, coming out with Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, would suggest that somebody is probably already seeing some bad karma for the emotional manipulation that they have exerted over this situation. So if somebody was trying to control the perception one person had of another individual, and it was because they wanted a particular outcome, they are already losing things or having things kind of roll back down the hill onto them. So we have the King of Wands and the Chariot in the reverse. This is clarifying the Two of Cups in the reverse and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So we have, with the King of Wands, we have an individual who is most likely quick to action or not afraid of taking action, and also somebody that might have a little bit of a temper. I feel like we might have somebody here who can be a little bit just like overly opinionated or difficult, and yet they still get swayed by the community, right? Because that's the underlying energy here. So whatever these people are saying or wanting this King of Wands to believe, it's like it's permeating the community with like an irrigation system designed to, drink the Kool-Aid, Mr. King of Wands, designed to make him not want to progress or move forward in a situation that's actually important to him. Now, this doesn't have to be a masculine energy, right? This King of Wands is something that I can embody or a non-binary person can embody. Don't get too caught up in the gender in tarot. But we do have somebody that is generally known for taking action or doing what they want and going after what they want, who instead decided, no, probably shouldn't do that, and cut things off. It's like self-sabotage, but knowingly. Like, yeah, I know. I totally fucked that one up. I knew what I was doing when I lit that match. And now we have more cards in the reverse. We have the Nine of Wands in the reverse and the Ten of Rings in the reverse. And what that tells me is exactly. So we have hidden energy as well. This tells me that we have somebody here that was unwilling to listen to their intuition and take a different path than the one that they have already traveled plenty of times and know full well is not something that, makes them happy. They are probably seeing loss. They might find it difficult to acquire the job they want, keep the job they want, pay bills on time. Whatever it is, there's something here that is making them feel like when one thing is finally taken care of, another two things pop up that they have to address. This person can't get a grip on the situation, and it's closely tied to the fact that they are not listening to their intuition. With the High Priestess in the reverse, we have somebody here who normally would be able to tell Look at the two things that she has in her hands. I don't know, it looks like a female to me. She would normally be able to tell, like, yeah, this is the one that I want. I know because it's like a gut feeling, right? Like I'm pretty perceptive and whatnot. Nope. Not this person. If they are perceptive, they're choosing to put that out of sight, out of mind, and not pay attention to it because it's hidden energy, right? If you're new to my channel, that's where it flips over but doesn't fall out. So whoever you're dealing with, whoever I'm reading for, this person is intentionally ignoring their intuition for the benefit of others. Seven of Wands is clarifying the Queen of Cups in the reverse. And the Page of Cups. Someone's already experiencing some regret or remorse over their actions. They may be aware that they're seeing bad karma that is closely linked with how they treated you. Otherwise, they know that whatever position you took in the situation, it was defensible and theirs was not. And they know they owe you an apology. We're going to get some additional clarity with the Kipper, since that's the word that usually comes to mind for me is brutal. And we have somebody here who did the most. So we may have a matriarch, older sister, ex or baby mama. There's a mature or an older feminine energy here, possibly part of the family unit, who I think was fearful of change that would happen as a result of this partnership growing. So what do I mean by that? Well, we literally have like a vehicle here, right? There was maybe some sort of trip, or somebody wanted to move, or maybe it's just a pure and simple, I don't want you to spend your money elsewhere, I'd rather you be spending it on the family. Maybe this is somebody who's expected to assist their elders with financial support. We have marriage, and it kind of came out reverse. And it's also clarifying the Ten of Rings in the reverse, which is Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is like generational wealth. That's like having it all. You don't really have to check to see how much money you have in the account. If you want to buy, you know, that really nice desk or shit new car, you probably can do it. But we have somebody here who I feel like this feminine energy felt like they would lose financially if a relationship came about between these two individuals. And I think it's her hand here that's trying to squish or, you know, take the life out of this beautiful flower, which to me represents the connection or the love that was growing between these two individuals. Sudden wealth, gift in the reverse, and courtship. Yeah, that's essentially what I was just saying, right? We have a probably meddling feminine energy. Doesn't have to be feminine. Could just be a parent, or, you know, maybe a bossy best friend. We have somebody here who doesn't feel like they would like the impact to their own finances if this other individual were to get into this relationship, because they don't want gifts to go towards this courtship. All right, let's continue. If this is resonating for you, go ahead and give me a like or a subscribe. We'll go with the Meta Muse to continue. This is one of my new favorites. It's not super new, but I just love the mix of, it's kind of like a collage style art on here. So we have hidden energy of the Nine of Wands. Okay, but this is in the upright. Does this mean somebody is realizing if I do what this, it feels like a matriarch is, advising me to do, I'm just going to keep getting stuck in karmic cycles. Is that what this person wants? Do they not want me to be happy? Well, yeah, if they benefit from you being single. The Moon. This is clarifying the mature woman. I feel like whoever I'm reading for, you are finally seeing the true intent, the lack of true compassion, and maybe even like a little bit of self-serving behavior that maybe you just kind of looked the other way on before, and now you feel like you have to pay a little bit closer attention to it. So we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. Oh, this is funny to me. Okay, so remember I said it's like somebody feels that if you get into this relationship or you stay good friends with this person, that there'll be change that they don't like, and it could be, oh shit, sorry guys. It could be literally that this person would end up having you move, and if you move too far away, then this person doesn't get to use you for your money or whatever the shit it is. They don't like these changes. They want things to stay the way they are right now. They want you to not grow as a person. So if there's travel, this person is likely discouraging you from taking a trip or moving or whatever major change you're considering here. The number 9 may be something that you're seeing a lot of lately. We have Strength coming out. This is clarifying marriage in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune. This time it's coming out in the upright. I kind of like that. We have perhaps a change of perspective happening, especially because it's coming out with strength. If you watch Turning Tides Tarot, you've probably heard Alicia say that wherever there's strength, there's usually a devil in the reverse, or there's somebody who has learned a lesson. And here we have it with the Wheel of Fortune, which I would say is kind of like the same thing. Somebody is realizing how their karma is impacted by their choices. And if there's somebody who feels like they can act as your handler and make your choices for you, whisper into your ear, and then you just like do whatever they say, that shit isn't gonna last very much longer, because I think you're onto them. And if you start making the right moves, you'll start seeing positive changes. I think I've already used this example a million times, but there's literally a time where I ended a friendship that was really one-sided. This person didn't really give two shits about me. And within like an hour or two, I had like random like $300-$400 show up in my account. It's like, what? Oh, cool. Is that like a thank you from the universe for taking care of myself? Cool. All right, so we have the Emperor, but in the reverse. Yeah, this is about control. Someone has been trying to control the destiny of this individual. It could be a son or a daughter of theirs. And there could be some mental health issues here with this feminine energy, but there's a lot of control and judgmental behavior surrounding whether or not this masculine gets into any relationships and how far that progresses, specifically because they see it as a threat to their own financial stability. And also, I believe, because they like to control this child, or adult child, I should say. All right, we're going to continue with the OG, the Rider-Waite. So let me know, you guys, if you like the new setup. I'm not necessarily saying I'm taking recommendations, but I do think it'll be more fun without the canvas on here, so let me know how you feel about that. So we have Justice in the reverse. Interesting. All right, so yeah, I feel like there's this tendency for this mature woman to encourage this King of Wands energy just as much as is required to, generate things, be successful, have a job, contribute in some way. And then also, like, maybe emotionally manipulate, insult or doubt, create fear and anxiety for this person so that they can hold them back from certain things as well. And as a result, we have somebody here who is really slow to change, to trying new things, to taking a new path, which is why this change card is so frightening for this mature woman. It's like she doesn't even want to look over here, right? That's because she's been doling out this injustice by controlling this person's life and establishing boundaries for them without really a care for what is best for this person. Really more so, what is best for me, right? There's a desire to stop a new beginning or a opportunity that this King of Wands is very interested in. Yeah, exactly. This mature woman would like to make it difficult or discourage this King of Wands from making a love offer or apologizing. They may be going a little bit further than just trying to influence this person themselves. For some people, this is black magic. But let's hope that's not what we have going on here. It's gonna be whatever resonates for you, right? Wheel of Fortune again in the upright. Wow. Okay, so we have... Here's what I see. I think we have somebody who maybe is doing a little bit less well than they thought they would, this mature woman. And this could be something like, I lost 20,000 in my 401k because the stock market tanked, or I got laid off and I didn't expect to be. And there's like maybe a little bit more of a feverish need to be supported by this wounded warrior, this King of Wands, who, by the way, could be a fire sign because we do have quite a lot of fire energy here. And as a result of trying to be very controlling and make sure that this King of Wands rejected this love opportunity, there's bad karma coming to this person. They may lose money, they may lose a gift or an inheritance, and it's all coming down to them trying to control the outcome. You can't fuck with that shit, man. That's signing yourself up for bad karma, and this person's about to find that out. Now, the person that they've been trying to control, who's actually interested in this courtship, they have their own karma going on, right? They may have seen both good and bad karma depending on how much they were letting this community influence their behavior and convince them to ignore their intuition. So let's get just a little bit of advice here from the zodiac fortune telling, and then we'll call it a day. A great future for you. Don't be disappointed. And regardless of opposition, you will be successful. So even if there are people trying to control the outcome for you, don't let that bother you. You've got your own free will. You've got the ability to make the decisions that you see fit in your life, right? We'll grab an angel romance oracle too for you guys. This is, I got the room. Oh my, okay. Are you kidding me? Wow, okay, so this explains a lot. This King of Wands energy is probably feeling really torn between these two individuals because this is likely, a mother figure, somebody that they feel a really strong bond with, but then they also have a past life relationship. So this is likely a connection that is familiar or somehow like feels like home to this King of Wands. And they're learning through this connection that they deserve love. They have been running from it, or they have been getting stuck in toxic situations. And now that they have an opportunity to have something healthy, it's really hard for them to fully let go of this, even if somebody really important to them is saying, yeah, next. Because look at this serious lineup here, you guys. Any questions? We have, this could be the one, honeymoon and wedding. Did you hear that? This is serious love. So I don't think this is something that this King of Wands is going to find easy to, just forget about. Like, this is the stuff they write really serious novels about, that missed opportunity in love. So, all right. I hope that helps clear things up for you. Thank you again for all your patience during my move. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.